My first guest has starred in such films as Monsters Ball and The Patriot. His new movie, The Brothers Grimm, opens August 26th. Please welcome Heath Ledger. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
You got a little bit of Conan energy right there.
Yeah, I know. I was watching you before.
Or better, you had a lot of sugar, yeah.
I have.
No, thanks for coming. First of all, those are cool.
Yeah, they're all right, huh?
Look at that.
I got attacked by a cat on the way here. They were just red.
Yeah, they would frighten any animal. Yeah, no, they're cool, though. Now, I want to ask you something. First of all, you are from Australia, but I don't know where in Australia. Where are you from?
Perth, Western
Perth.
Australia.
Never been to Perth, but absolutely beautiful place, Australia.
It is beautiful, yeah.
Fantastic. But now you live in Brooklyn.
Yep.
And I was thinking... Now, listen, I'm not... Uh-oh. People are going to be waiting for me when I leave. What are you saying about Brooklyn? No, Brooklyn's great, but I can't imagine a place that would be more opposite than Australia, right? I mean, it's just got to be completely different.
It is, and that's kind of what I love about it at this point. I was after a change, you know. And it's just so quiet. It's real living, you know. I'm lugging my laundry down to the laundromat, and you know, my duties right now is just keeping the house clean, my girlfriend happy.
Right. I love that you just say, like, yeah, I had to get out of Australia so I could lug some laundry around, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean, you get hounded a bit in Australia. You're, you know, a big star anywhere, but in Australia, the paparazzi kind of gives you a hard time?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, look, they're bored, I think. You know, they don't get many people going down to Australia, and so it's you know.
They've got all the photos of Crocodile Dundee they would ever want. They're like, we got to get Heath now. Yeah. So you come to Brooklyn, and the paparazzi, they don't really want to go into Brooklyn too badly,
no,
right?
they couldn't care less. It's great, yeah.
Yeah. You settle down, Terrell. Come up there. I'm going to have Mr. T take care of that guy. But, so you're having a good time, and I know that sometimes in Australia when you've had a hard time with the paparazzi, you know, and it's common among stars, they tend to lose it once in a while. You've actually you throw stuff at them. Is that true?
Yeah.
I think people are behind you on that. Yeah. I don't think anyone's complaining. But what do you throw?
I've thrown an egg.
You've thrown an egg?
Yeah, not at them, just kind of next to them so it splatters up against them.
You put a lot of thought into it.
That's how pathetic it is. Like, that's what we were reduced to, you know? You can't actually stand up and slap them. I mean, when they kind of spy in on you and you're trying to, like, bathe out in the sun and you're with your girlfriend or your friends or your family, and they're spying in on you, it actually feels like you're getting a slap across the face. Right. And we can't physically stand up and hit them back, of course. It would be rude and against the law. Right. So you get an egg and...
That's a good idea. Do you carry eggs with you? Do you have an egg dispenser?
Yeah.
Do you have a carton strapped to your chest at all times? Yeah. Very nice. That was a cool sound, by the way.
Thanks a lot, yeah. I got more.
This guy provides his own sound effects. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm an idiot, but Australia now is having... We're in the summer, but it's the winter for Australia. Is that right?
Yeah.
Does that mean, like, snow on people cooking at the chimney? And, I mean, what does it mean when it's winter in Australia?
What does it mean?
I mean, does it get really cold? Are the kangaroos wearing mittens?
Not really. I mean, it was quite confusing growing up. I mean, for example, I mean, Christmas time in Australia, I grew up, you know, around the barbecue, kind of cooking sausages and steaks. In 40-degree heat, sweating, and in flip-flops and shorts and singlets, singing "Dashing Through the Snow."
Right. It's not the same experience that you've seen. Yeah. You're getting a sunburn, and it sounds kind of cool, though. It sounds like it'd be a good time.
It's beautiful, yeah.
Now, I want to ask you, one of the things that's famous in Australia is there's an Aboriginal instrument that's well-known, which is called the
didgeridoo.
Didgeridoo.
Yeah.
And I've seen it in certain movies, and I'm sure everyone here has heard it. It's that kind of...
That's really good.
I'm not done. Sorry. But it's such a cool instrument. And then it turns out I've heard that you play the didgeridoo. I
can play the didgeridoo, yeah.
Really? Because we happen to have a didgeridoo right here. And you know, it's amazing. I've had this didgeridoo back here for 12 years. And I'm always like, Al Roker? And he's like, no. Desperate Housewives, no. But can you give us a demonstration? Is that all right?
Okay, sure.
Am I even holding this? I don't even know which the right end.
Do you know how they make this, or they find these? The Aboriginals will walk through in the outback.
Right.
And they walk up to trees, and this is like the trunk of a tree, and they tap it like this.
Right.
And they listen to it and listen to the sound, whether or not it's hollow. And it's actually termites that kind of bite their way through and
So they find a piece of wood that's been hollowed out already by a termite.
That's right, and then they cut the tree down and turn it into this. All
right, let's give it a shot. And are all the termites out by now? You have to probably...
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
All right, so you got to be really, really quiet.
Okay, here we go.
Excellent, thank you very much.
That's all. That is cool, actually. That makes a cool sound.
Put it back there for another 20 years.
That's a cool...
Do you want to give it a shot?
I don't even know. How would I... what do you do to do it? I don't even know. This isn't working for me! I think I just threw up into it. I'm sorry. I got tense. I don't even remember. It's something with the lips, though, probably. Yeah. It's a very eerie, sort of ominous sound.
Yeah. It's hypnotic almost, isn't it?
Yeah. I will do your bidding now. Can you solo on it? Do you ever like bang out like a? Can you do like a Hendrix solo?
I'd love to. I should release an album or something.
All right. Well, thank you very much for doing that. Let's talk about the Brothers Grimm.
Yeah.
And we've all heard of the Brothers Grimm. Mm-hmm. These are actual people from the 19th century that I guess. Well, you tell it. You'll tell it better than I will.
Sure. Well, the actual people were, highly respected scholars, in Germany, and they collected folklores, folk tales, and actually, in actual fact, Jacob, my character, went on to become a politician. Mm-hmm. They wrote half the German dictionary, la-da-da-da. And then there's our film, and our film's, I don't know if you've seen it or not, but it's a Terry Gilliam version of this, so it's a fairy tale. Right. And it's a beautiful film. It's very eccentric. Terry Gilliam is one of my favorite directors. He's done incredible films, going back to like Monty Python era and stuff. I adore him. And so basically in this film, Matt Damon is my brother, and the two of us kind of go from town to town, bilking these villagers for their kind of hard-earned dollar. And we set up these little scams where we pretend to vanquish them, vanquish their towns of these kind of mill witches and bridge trolls, when in actual fact we're setting up little scenarios.
You're scamming them a little bit.
Scamming them, that's right. And then we encounter a real enchanted forest, and that's the story.
And it's sort of the historical meets sort of a fantasy element here. Yeah, we have a clip here. Anything we need to know specifically for this, or?
No, go for it.
All right. How refreshing. Let's take a look at this clip from the Brothers Grimm.
Grimm is the name. 2 M's. We are the Brothers Grimm. I don't know who we are. We're here to save your land from evil enchantments.
Papa! It's all right. They're the Brothers Grimm. They're famous.
Right you are, son. The famous Brothers Grimm. Look at this strapping young lad.
He is my daughter.
And a fine wife he'll make some lucky man.
The Brothers Grimm opens August 26th. Hey, Heath, thanks so much for coming by.
Thanks a lot for having
cool
me,
to have you on the show. Heath Ledger, everybody. Jim Cramer coming up. We'll be right back.